Hi, welcome to QA Scripts. In this video, we will learn what is a class, what is a method, what is void keyword, and what is its importance in a class. What is class in Java? The meaning of a class is been explained with example in our previous video, that is Core Java topic 3, meaning of class and working with Eclipse. Please watch it so you will get overall idea of what is class altogether. In simple terms, a class in Java is nothing but it is a group of methods and data. What is method? Method is nothing but it is a group of statements or code. This group of statements will have a specific task. Method may contain variable, that is local variable, control statements, loops, calculation formulas, so and so. Here is the picture which shows that group of data, group of methods are commonly called as a class. As I said, group of methods, let us consider this is a group of statements. These statements have two specific tasks. One is to calculate two numbers, that is to add two numbers as well as subtract two numbers. If we group these statements, then it's going to call as a method. So method is nothing but a group of statements which have a specific task to do it. Then what is a class? A class is nothing but group of methods and data. So here I have combined two methods and two data. So here data is nothing but the variables what I have declared, such as public int where equals to 0 as well as public string name equals to QA scripts. So these are the data, and below that we have method 1 as well as method 2. So combined of data as well as method is nothing but a class in Java. What is void keyword in class of Java program? Let us try to understand the importance of void or meaning of void using a example. Write a program to calculate total pay of an employee. The formula for calculating total pay of an employee is total pay equals to bonus plus salary. If you add bonus plus salary, then it will give total pay of an employee. To do this, let us create a class with a main method inside it, and let us write separate method to calculate total pay. Here is the simple class where we are having two variables, that is salary, int salary. I have assigned the value as 10,000, and I have created one more into data type variable, that is bonus equals to 1000, and there is a one more variable of data type int, so int total pay. After that, I have created one separate method called calculate total pay. Inside this calculate total pay, I am having a formula as total pay equals to salary plus bonus. So this gives total pay of an employee to this total pay variable. So this total pay variable has been printed out inside the calculate total pay using system.out.println statement. Let us write this code into Eclipse and execute. Here is the program. Let me execute. So the result is out here saying total pay of an employee is 11,000 because 10,000 plus 1,000 is 11,000. Remember, if you have written a separate method outside the main, then you have to call that method inside the main method. Until otherwise you call the method inside the main, it will not executed. Let me delete the calling method and execute the class. So when I execute the class, it will not return, or sorry, it will not display any result here even after executing the class, because I may have written n number of methods outside the main method, but until otherwise you call the method inside the main, it will not executed. How to call the a method inside the main? Very simple. We have to write the method name along with brackets and complete the statement. This is a simple way to call a method. If you call the method and execute, then that method will going to give the result out here. If you observe here, I have hard coded the values directly to the variable only. If I want to calculate next employee's total pay, then I have to change this hard coded value. Let me not make it very specific to an employee. Let me make it very generic. Let me make this entire program very generic. So to do that, what I have to do, I have to remove this hard coded value at the initializing a variable stage. I will pass those values at the time of calling a method. So to do that, what actually I have to do is I have to add arguments to the calculate total pay method. To get the total pay, and I want to do one more activity here is I don't want to display the total pay result inside the method of calculate total pay, but I want to display outside the method, that is calculate total pay. Let us try to do that here. So I want to create two arguments for this total calculate total pay method. One is salary. Let me copy paste the same here, but not along with value. So I will say int salary and int bonus. If I want to add the arguments, what I have to do, I have to first put the data type of a variable, then variable name. If you want to put more than one arguments, then you have to separate by comma. Again, data type, it may be int, float, long, string, or whatever. Then I have to place the variable name. So here I have created the argument as int salary and int bonus. So these int salary and bonus will come to here, and it will get the total pay here, and it will print out in the same method. But there is a error, there is a red mark here. Let me move my cursor on the red mark, and what actually it is saying, it says that there are three quick fixes. First one is add arguments to match calculate total pay. It says that the original method, that is calculate total pay, as arguments, but here you are not passing the value. It is asking you to pass the value. The second one is, if you don't want to pass the value, the second fix, it says that change method calculate total pay int comma int, remove parameters int comma int. It says that if you don't want to pass the value, then remove these arguments. so that the calculate total pay which is written outside the main is exactly going to match the calculate total pay where we're calling inside the main. So there should be a similarity. If there is a mismatch, then it will not going to work. It will change, it will throw error like this. So third fix what it is suggesting is, if you don't want to do either of above two, then create method saying that calculate total pay, where we don't going to have int comma int as parameters or arguments. So let us try to pass the values inside the calculate total pay where we have called inside the main. So here 10,000, then I'll say 1000 as bonus. When I say 10,000 as salary, 1000 as bonus, there are no errors. Let me save and execute the program again. So when I execute the program again, I am getting the same result, that is total pay of an employee is 11,000. The next task what I would like to do is, I don't want to print the message or the result inside the calculate total pay method, that is at the line number 9. What I want to do, I want to print the total pay result outside the calculate total pay method. How to do it? There is a one keyword we need to use it. What is that? That is return. What I want to return? I want to return total pay. So here I am adding salary plus bonus and storing into a variable called total pay. That total pay I am trying to return out. So when I say return total pay, it is showing red mark. What is the red mark? To find out, move your cursor on the statement where I have red mark. Here there are two quick fixes. First one is change method return type to int. There is another fix, that is change to return. So first it says that change method return type to int. Method means calculate total pay. So it is asking me to change that calculate total pay data type to int, because the data type of total pay is int here. So it is asking me to change the total calculate total pay method data type itself as int. As of now we don't have any data type here. We have only three keywords. One is public, static and void. So there is no data type for this method. So when I add return keyword, it's asking me to change method return type to int. Let me click on the first fix. When I click on first link, it has replaced void by a keyword called int. It means that if you have a return value out of a method, then you should not have void keyword. Instead of that, you should have a data type of return variable. If it is int, here you should write it as int. If the return variable data type is float, here method data type must be float. If it is long, here also should be long. So it means that the void keyword indicates that the method is not returning any value. If it is returning any value, then you have to replace that void keyword by the data type of return variable. Now I want to print this return value. How to do it? Again I can simply say out total. How to get the value outside? To do that, I have to define one variable and assign the calling method, that is calculate total pay, to that variable. Here I have defined one variable called out total pay, but it is showing error. let me move my cursor on that error. It says that create local variable total, sorry, out total pay. It means I have directly given the word as out total pay equals to calculate total pay, but the program is not able to understand what is this out total pay. To do this as a variable, I have to put a data type. Let me put this data type, that is int. So out total pay variable is having data type of int. Now I want to display the result which is present in out total pay variable. So to do that, I will write system dot out dot println. Here I say that total pay of an employee is this much. So let me execute again. So when I execute, the result is coming out and displaying here saying that total pay of an employee 11,000. If I change it to some other variable, other values such as 20,000 as salary, 1,000 as bonus, so the expected value is 21,000. Let me execute this program. So the result is out here saying total pay of an employee is 21,000. So now it is very clear that void is a keyword which indicates that method will not return any value. If a method returns a value, void keyword will get replaced by data type of return value. This is a simple graphics I have how to pass arguments. We are passing arguments at the right side of a method, then it will come inside and do some calculations. Using return keyword, it will return the value outside the method. Thanks for watching. For your questions, feedbacks or any doubts, please mail us at info@kivescripts.com or kivescripts25@gmail.com. Thank you again.